Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Oh yeah, that's the sound of a good time. The sizzle, the flavor, the bite you've been waiting for. And you deserve it, because when it comes to burgers, why settle for ordinary? Big taste, big smiles, big moments. All stacked between two buns. And you can only get it at Just Burgers. Just Burgers, nothing else compares.
This broadcast is the exclusive property of Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, reproduction, or any other use of the accounts, descriptions, or audiovisual elements of this broadcast without the express written consent of Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company is strictly prohibited. All rights reserved.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, football fans over the state of Oklahoma. We're glad we can have you this Friday afternoon for some Friday afternoon football, sponsored by Cricket Wireless, SSM Health, and OCCC. Streaming live on PPBC TV. We appreciate you tuning in for this afternoon game. Yeah, it's a little bit different. Normally we play under the Friday night lights. But today, because of weather circumstances, they've had to move the game up a day, really a day and a half, up and down, all right? The 3:15 kick, we are seconds away from getting this game underway. Matter of fact, we've got the captains meeting out at midfield right now for the coin toss. But I'm your play-by-play announcer, Jay Swick. To my right is my football analyst, Mr. Dylan Tribble. Our Friday afternoon broadcast today is a football game between two very successful teams so far this season. The 6-1 Southeast Spartans taking on the 7-0 Bishop McGuiness Fighting Irish. And this game on paper looks pretty good. We're excited to bring it to you play by play. And I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but we're going to do our best to, commentate the whole thing through its entirety. But really, really looking forward to seeing this action get underway here on this Friday afternoon, here live from Moses F. Miller Stadium right here in the heart of Oklahoma City. Dylan, what do you think about this matchup between Southeast and Bishop McGuiness?
Like you said, on paper, it looks like it's going to be a really good matchup on this Thursday afternoon here at Moses F. Miller Stadium. It's got that junior high football feel, like right when school gets out, 7th grade game starts, then it goes to 8th and 9th grade. But this is high school football right here on a Thursday afternoon. Different feeling. We'll see how the players adjust to the different time, the different day. You didn't have much time to prepare. You missed a day of preparation. So we'll see who can come out and execute at the highest level and ultimately get the win.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, this did interrupt the routine of both teams. Athletes are creatures of habit, and this is kind of outside the norm. But they're here. They're ready to play. And I would rather call it a college football afternoon atmosphere rather than a junior high.
Yeah. It's just like it's got that junior high time feel. Like you get out of school, you go straight to the field. 7th grade plays first. and then it goes into the other grades.
And it's a Thursday. It's not a Saturday.
It's different, man.
But, we'll see how this game plays out. Both teams are used to winning this year. They really like their team. There's a lot of good athletes on both sides. I want to kind of put a spotlight on Southeast. They're just coming off their big victory over Class and SAS 54-0. Their only loss this season was to the Duncan Demons. Somebody forgot to bring the Exorcist in that game. But they've got a new opportunity here as they take on the Fighting Irish of Bishop McGuiness, who's one of the top teams in Class 5A. Let's just call it like it is. They're 7-0. And I'm excited to see, what Carlton Evans can bring at the quarterback position today. He's getting healthier. His shoulder is feeling better. And they're going to start him at quarterback. I had Coach Michael Billingsley, who's the head coach of the Southeast Spartans, had him on the show this morning. We talked at length about this game. And he's excited for the opportunity. It means something to get that district win would be huge. And then to really show your football team that they're, playoff ready if you can knock off an undefeated Bishop McGuiness team here today. But we'll see how this goes. Carlton Evans is a big play quarterback for this Southeast Spartan team. And they've got a pretty good backup quarterback, too, Luciano Williams. So you're probably going to see a little bit of both. But they're going to start with Carlton Evans, who has a lot of speed and athleticism. Then you've got Josiah Hardy as the running back, number 20. He sees the ball quite a bit. Very balanced runner. Can catch the ball out of the backfield, but really is known to run between the tackles. And he's not afraid to run through somebody's face mask as well. Domingo Solis is another running back that I think is really talented. And I'm very partial to this offensive line. Hernan Terrazas is the starting center for the Southeast Spartans. So I'm looking forward to seeing him pave the way and see if they can knock off an undefeated team today. On defense, you've got Damon Davis, who's one of the top defensive end edge rushers in the state. He's got double-digit sacks. He gets to the backfield often and wreaks a bunch of havoc. So I expect to see that today. But then again, maybe Bishop McGuiness counters and just gets the 1-2 step throw to limit those opportunities. We'll see. Here is the kick. It is underway, and it's gone into the end zone for a touchback. And the Fighting Irish of Bishop McGuiness will start out on offense and have their first possession here momentarily from the 20-yard line. So we'll see here. But I think, keys to the game here, Dylan, is obviously take care of the football, limit those mistakes, and then penalties.
Yeah, no doubt about that. The team who has the least amount of penalties and mistakes is definitely going to win this game. The Fighting Irish come out, their first position on offense, number 5, the starting quarterback, Gage Chance, getting ready to take the snap.
4 receivers split. They're going to get him on an end around on number 8. He's trying to find a lane, pushes it upfield, and then gets tackled on the far side. Got about a 3-yard gain. Southeast did a pretty good job of kind of keeping contained over on the right side. That's something that Bishop McGuiness has found success in doing this year is getting on the edge and riding that sideline all the way to the end zone. They're a big play team. Here's 2nd down and 7. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand. Nope, it's quarterback keeper up the middle. He's got a first down and a few more. Solid 12-yard gain for the Bishop McGuiness Fighting Irish. That's going to be a new set of downs, 1st and 10.
Yep.
We'll see where they spot the football.
Quarterback Gage Chance, like what he saw in that read option, decides to pull it and advances enough for a 1st down and 10. Here come the Fighting Irish again.
Chance overlooking the defense, has trip receivers to his right. Ball is snapped, drops back. He's sitting in the pocket comfortably, still in the pocket. Now he's going to run outside to the right, and he's trying to throw. Turn around, young man, and it's knocked away. Incomplete pass. I think if Montre McGluckrich, number 13 right there, if he sees that ball coming, he's going to turn into a wide receiver himself and come down with the catch, but he never saw it.
Yeah, great play by McGluckrich. He makes up, he gets there and makes a play on the ball. get the incomplete pass, and now it's 2nd down and 10 for the Fighting Irish.
All right, here we go. Southeast showing good pass rush. Ball is snapped to the running back up the middle, and he's got a 9-yard gain just short of the first down marker. But he found that crease in the middle. And that's kind of the chess game, ladies and gentlemen, is, you know, you're going to see Bishop McGuiness kind of pivot. If they feel like Southeast is built in a formation to where they can stop the run, they'll go outside. That's what I'm talking about. Bad move by Bishop McGuiness, handed off to the left side. Southeast was very well prepared to make the tackle. They were expecting the play and it reacted accordingly. So this is the way it's going to be, is if Southeast has kind of put a lot of guys on the inside, Bishop McGuiness will try to go out. If they feel like they can't go out, they'll go in, and this is the range. Now,
big 4th down play here.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know if he got it. It depends on the referee's spot here.
Yeah,
I think he's a little short, yeah.
I think he's short. That's no question. Is that
should be Southeast Spartan football.
I did not realize that was 4th down.
That's a turnover on downs. The Spartans come up with a huge stop on their first defensive series. Now it's the offense's turn to try to see if they can strike first and find the end zone.
That is a confidence boost to start the game, to get a turnover on downs already in Bishop McGuiness territory, in good field position. This is a great setup by the defense for the Southeast offense. And now offensive coordinator Gerald Jones is going to put these players in position to put up some points. Carlton Evans, number 1 in the pistol quarterback formation, gets the snap, drops back, looks to his right, throws, tipped at the line of scrimmage, and they're going to call it an incomplete pass. I believe that's what it was. In order for it to be a lateral, the running back would have had to have been behind the quarterback, and I don't believe he was. It was close.
Yeah, it was really, really close. So it will be 2nd and 10, just an incomplete pass. We'll see what the former Tennessee Volunteer Gerald Jones, the OC for Southeast, cooks up right here on this 2nd down.
All right, 2nd and 10 here for Southeast. Waiting on the snap, one man in motion. It's Hardy. They're going to fake the handoff, and then he's going to keep it on the left side, try and find a crease, and he's hit out of bounds. I think all he got was right back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to line up to be a 3rd down and 10 situation here for Southeast.
Yep.
They've been good on 3rd down this season, but you'd like to see a little bit closer range on 3rd down. There's a huge difference between 3rd and 6 instead of a 3rd and 10.
No doubt.
So
yeah, he just tried to run it to the short side of the field. Not much room to work with there, so it is 3rd down and long to go.
Trip receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Actually, 2 to the left. You got 5 wideouts, empty set. 1 man in motion, fakes the handoff. He's going to throw, completes it, bursts up the field for a short gain, maybe 4 yards, but it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 6 and possibly 7, and that's going to force Southeast to punt. I'm kind of surprised they didn't execute more running plays early in the downs to try and set themselves up in a little bit better position on 3rd down. But they're going to have to punt the football, and the defense is going to have to come out and do what they did on last possession, which is get the ball back for their offense.
It's number 10, Nick Pittman, back deep to receive this punt for the Irish.
And it was almost blocked, but we're getting a fair catch caught right at the 10-yard line. It will be 1st and 10 at their own 10 for the Bishop McGuiness Fighting Irish. They're going to have to go 90 yards if they want to get into the end zone. So kind of a back and forth, hey, let's feel this out and get back to square one and start again. So I think Southeast is just going to have to continue to play strong, especially on it's everything. The 3rd down conversions are everything in this game.
They call it the money down for a reason.
All right, ball is snapped. They're going to hand off to the running back. Tries to find a crease, cuts in, cuts out, and still on his feet on the left side and gets pushed out of bounds by Carlton Evans. That is a 1st down, a 16, 17-yard gain. As soon as he was bobbing and weaving through those tacklers, I thought he was originally brought down, but he found that crease on the edge.
Yeah, no doubt. Great running play by number 23, DeAndre Bruton. It looked like he had nowhere to go. Then he bounces out of all the defenders and gets the first down and 10 for the Irish.
Gage Chance is the quarterback, has one man in motion, hands off to 23, right up the middle, is quickly tackled. I believe that's Damon Davis down there in the trenches.
Yep, that was Damon Davis along with 35, Justin Ayala tackled number 23 again. That's Bruton, his second carry in a row.
Yeah, Ryan Stringer is the head coach of the Bishop McGuiness Fighting Irish. He does a really good job with this football team. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off to a different running back, trying to find a room to run and can't do it. The Southeast Spartan front seven held strong, and we're controlling the line of scrimmage. So now it's going to be 3rd down and 7 for the Fighting Irish. They're not afraid to go for it on 4th down, so they could get close and still go for it. Twin receivers on each side, and you got Southeast to jump, so there's a free 5 yards. That's one of the keys to the game, Dylan.
We talked about it. You said it. I said it. There were multiple Spartans on that D-line that jumped, and that's a free 5 yards for the Fighting Irish, which makes it a 1st and 10 for them.
All right, here we go. I have heard that their quarterback has really good cadence. Ball is snapped. Chance drops back, runs right, throws, middle screen to the tight end, bursts upfield, and then can't get through a tackle by Cormel McDonald, who tackles him about 5 yards, 4 yards away from the first down marker. It'll bring up about 2nd down and 6 here for the Fighting Irish, and thought we had a timeout there, but I was wrong. So here we go. Gage Chance calling out the cadence. Got twin receivers on each side. Ball is snapped. He throws left, incomplete, but that's a lateral.
That looked like a backward pass, Swick. That was behind the receiver.
That should be marked over there, and that's exactly what they're going to do, and that is about a 4-yard loss there.
Yeah, if there would have been a Spartan there to pick that up, they could have easily ran that into the end zone for a touchdown. There was nobody really around it after it was tried to throw it to the receiver, but
we were at a perfect vantage point
yeah.
to see that play executed that way. So now it's 3rd down and 13. Got to stay strong here. Ball is snapped. Quarterback's dropping, steps up, misses, runs through the tackle, gets tackled right around the 50. I think he's short.
Maybe about a half a yard short.
They're going to say it's a 1st down. They're going to give it to him, 1st down and 10. Well, he needed 13, and he got 13 exactly. And so that's a missed opportunity. You hate to see that if you're Southeast because you had them right where you wanted them.
Sure did, yep. The pocket was collapsing, and Gage Chance finds a way, finds a crease, and uses his legs to get the 1st down.
Well, and Chance made that move on that blitzing linebacker and got loose. He's going to hand off to Bruton, who gets pushed up the field for a short gain, about 3, maybe even 4 yards. Bring up 2nd down and 6. Now they are already in Southeast territory. Damon Davis going to take a breather. In for him is Jason Ayala, the junior defensive tackle. In shotgun formation, twins left, 1 H-back to the right. They're going to hand off to Bruton, who bursts up the field, has the 1st down and some more. 25, 20, he gets tackled right at the 10. That was a huge run right up the middle for the Bishop McGuiness Fighting Irish.
No doubt about it.
They are much closer now to the end zone, officially 10 yards away, 1st and goal for the Fighting Irish, who found the crease.
Yep, halfback draw right up the middle. The blocks were there, and the hole was big. And Bruton just shows off his speed, takes up right up the middle of the field, getting to the red zone.
Ball is snapped, gives it to Bruton again, trying to bounce it outside, and does, and he's going to get in, or are they going to call it dead? That's a touchdown. That is a touchdown for Bishop McGuiness. They have started their 2nd possession on offense, and turned it into a touchdown, 6-0 Bishop McGuiness. They'll bring out their extra point team here momentarily, and their kicker is Robert Lair, that they're very confident in. And so that was just a missed opportunity by Southeast. They couldn't keep contained on that side. Waiting on the snap. Kick is up. It is good, and the Bishop McGuiness Fighting Irish is up 7-0 in this Friday afternoon game at Moses F. Miller Stadium. So up 7-0 on Southeast with 5 minutes, 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Reactions to that?
Well, that was just two big plays by the running back of Bishop McGuiness, number 23, DeAndre Bruton. It was first a halfback draw right up the middle, and then they give him the counter play to the outside. Shows off his speed both times, finds the end zone on the second run to make it 7-0 McGuiness. Now it's Southeast's opportunity to try to answer back and try to get more momentum on offense than they did the last series.
How does Southeast – what do they have to do next time around when they're on defense again to kind of combat that running game? That's what was, that Bishop McGuiness leaned on to find success and get in the end zone.
I was wondering how the D-line was going to do without Damon Davis. Right when he comes to the sideline, I was like, well, that's their best D-lineman. And Bishop McGuiness, they took full advantage of that opportunity. Without him out there as the anchor of that D-line, it's not the same. So somebody's got to make a big play and shed off those blocks.
All right, short kick going to be brought all the way to the 35. And that's where they're going to start Southeast's second offensive possession here. Last time they were a 3-and-out. They want to get some momentum. They want to do what they can do to keep their defense off the field.
Yeah.
I think that's a huge part of that, too, is retaining time of possession. That is a key in this game that you've got to keep in mind. They're a fearless team. Coach Billingsley isn't afraid to go for it on fourth down, especially on fourth and short, no matter where they're at on the field. Carlton Evans is overlooking the defense, has twins to his left, single receiver right. Got a fullback and a tailback, got a titch to his tailback and burst up the field, got a short gain. Josiah Hardy on the carry. And they're gonna give him about a 1 or 2 yard gain and mark him at 2nd and 9. Okay. All right. Yeah, so, I mean, you got to give credit to Bishop McGuiness' defense. They saw where the ball was going, and they got there quick.
Yep, good play right there by their linebacker, Jackson Blackburn.
You got pistol formation, 2 backs behind Evans. He's going to speed option to the right, keeps it himself, and has some yards, and I think he may have gotten 2, possibly 3, to look down at around 3rd and 6 here for this third down play. But you got to find a way to at least get close. Let's at least get close so you can give yourself a chance here.
Going tempo. They're trying to catch the Irish off guard here.
And Gerald Jones is reeling in the play. Evans drops back, throws, incomplete. Tried to find Kylan Spiller there at number 2. It fell down, so no good there, and they're going to send their punt team out onto the field.
Yeah, that was
another
just
3 and out for
great
Southeast.
Break on the ball by that DB, number 7, Hudson Aiken. Just batted the pass down. It's going to be an incomplete and make it 4th down. So Southeast Spartans punt team is on the field once again. Back deep to receive for the Irish is number 10, Nick Pittman.
Here's the snap, and it was almost blocked again. And that is and he dropped it! I think Southeast may have, who came up with it? Oh, it's Bishop McGuiness. Somehow came up with it, but he definitely muffed the punt.
Yep, initially dropped it. There was a Spartan right there to try to make a play and get that ball back, but that was Nick Pittman that he won down there on the grass and fought for the possession.
1st and 10 from their own 26. This will be the third possession for Bishop McGuiness here on this far left side. And so let's see how the Southeast Spartan defense responds. We do have Damon Davis back into the game. He is their best defensive player, and look for him to wreak havoc here momentarily. One man in motion, shotgun formation, gauge chance. One man and another man in motion and an end round on the far left side and has some room to run on the left. 40, 45, close to the 50 before he's pushed out. And that was about a 20-yard gain on the end around. Southeast is struggling to keep contained on the far right side.
Yep,
he had some room to run and just went down the road on the yellow brick road. I don't know how else to say it.
Yep, that was a slot receiver. Came over on motion. Number 9, Harris Jr. gets the handoff and takes off up the field for a 1st and 10.
All right, trips right, one man in motion, hands off to 33 on the left side, and he bullies his way to a 1st down. But I thought I saw a flag. Did we see it?
There is laundry on the field, yeah. Be curious to see who this flag is against.
Michael Gasparo was the ball carrier.
It's a holding call against Bishop McGuiness, so it's coming all the way back. Tough run does not mean anything for the Irish right there due to the holding penalty.
Southeast defense has to take advantage here.
Yeah.
Gotta take advantage. You don't get gifted things like this very often against a team like Bishop McGuiness. So you've got to take advantage and stay strong and defend the line of scrimmage and keep everything in front of you. All right, shotgun formation again. Gage Chance gets the snap, hands off to the running back, and he's quickly swallowed up for about a 1-yard gain up the middle. And now it will be 3rd down and long.
And guess who? Damon Davis on the tackle from that DM position. Just made a great play on that running back to create a 2nd and long situation for the Irish.
Okay, never mind. I forgot that was a replay of 1st down. Okay,
right.
2nd and 15 here for Southeast. Twin receivers on each side. Ball is snapped. Champs drops back, steps up in the pocket, looking to throw, and he's going to run on the left side. Has 15 yards exactly. Got it. A 1st down for Bishop McGuiness.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, scramble out to the left. Damon Davis was coming from the backside, tried to trip him up, but just couldn't reach him. And that's another 1st and 10 on the quarterback scramble by Chance.
Yeah, you hate to see it for Southeast. They're giving everything they've got out there.
Okay, so apparently he stepped out of bounds before he got to the 1st down marker,
so
now it's 3rd and short.
3rd and 2 here. Ball is snapped. Quarterback keeper on the left side. He does have the 1st down. It was a wildcat formation, and Gage Chance just got the snap and took off running and is going to move the chains. Now he is in deeper into Southeast Spartan territory. And you see Coach Michael Billingsley down there coaching his heart out.
So really smart football by the Irish. They're running away from Damon Davis's side. Damon Davis is over here towards us.
Right.
And they keep running to the left every single time away from him.
Yeah, and my God, he's going to throw it, and it's out of bounds. God, I thought he was going to bootleg right into Damon Davis on that specific play, but he faked me.
Yep, they definitely watch film on Damon Davis. Hey, keep your eye out because Damon Davis is coming to the sideline again for a breath of fresh air, so I'm sure McGuiness is aware of that. And
you've
would be
got
surprised if they put the ball on the ground.
Davis, who's coming into the game at number 14, is going to take over that defensive end position for Southeast. Here we go. 2nd down and 10 for the Fighting Irish. Ball is snapped. He's going to keep it on the right side and be brought down right at the line of scrimmage. That was good gang tackling by Southeast. There were several Spartans in on that tackle.
Yep,
and
big
it's
62.
Be another 3rd and long situation here again.
Money down, and Damon Davis is back on the field. This is a crucial 3rd down play for this Spartan defense. Got him back, 3rd and 10. Got to do everything you can to get off the field.
Gage Chance is overlooking that defense. It's a 4-4 stack here. Ball is snapped. He drops back in the pocket, throws. 1-on-1. Got it. Got it, number 10. Nick Pittman makes the catch and is pushed out of bounds right there at the 5.
Wow, he put that right in the bucket. What a ball by Gage Chance to find his man Pittman, because that was great coverage by Carlton Evans, but just a perfectly thrown ball by Chance.
Another 3rd and long conversion on that play. Great ball placement. You got to call it like you see it. Ball is snapped. He's going to hand off to 33. Bursts up the field into the end zone, and Bishop McGuiness has another touchdown. It is now 13-0 here in the first quarter for Bishop McGuiness. Could be 14, awaiting an extra point. So we'll see how they respond, and Robert Laird's going to come back out onto the field to kick the extra point here to see if they can get to that 14-point mark here at Moses F. Miller. Really good start for Bishop McGuiness. Here's the kick. It is up, and it is good. 14-0 Bishop McGuiness. It's those 3rd and long situations that Southeast is struggling to get off the field here.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, they've had great opportunities, but just great offensive execution by the Irish every single time. It all was on the arm of Chance, that last 3rd down and 10. I mean, just a beautiful thrown ball by him. You couldn't have thrown it any better. If he would have thrown it short, it may have been picked off by Carlton Evans, for sure batted down, but put it right in the bucket to make it 1st and goal, and then they just run it with number 33, Michael Gisbera, right up the gut for another touchdown on the ground.
Yeah, and Southeast is going to have to get greedy on offense here. They're going to have to get scrappy, and we've seen them be that way all season long. They just haven't flipped the switch yet. We've seen 2 3-and-outs on offense for the Spartans. They're going to have to find some way to get something going here. And kind of a deep onside, caught it at the 20, 25. Now he runs left, trying to keep on his feet, and then he is brought down. They're going to probably spot the ball around the 26, 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Southeast. But what's the key to success? Is it widen your splits? I mean, what does Southeast have to do here to take advantage of this?
Well, they got to
McGuiness
make
defense?
McGuiness respect their passing game, because on the last series, McGuiness is just loading the box. They're showing blitz with their linebackers, and they are just daring Southeast to try to throw the football. If they're going to be one-dimensional and just run, McGuiness is there and ready for it every single time.
Twin receivers on each side. We've got a late sub who's going to get lined up. So really a 5-receiver split, 1 man in motion. Fakes the handoff, throws to McGlukrich, who spins again, and then he's brought down for a short gain, if any at all. I think he got back to the line of scrimmage. They love to get McGlukrich in space. He is an athletic young man that's being recruited by several colleges out there to play collegiate football.
Yeah, he's a great talent, like you said, but you just got to get him in space. That time he made 2 tacklers miss. Just great flow on defense by the Irish to get there and clean it up. You can't give him any space. If you do, he'll make you pay.
Trip receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 1 running back in the backfield. Ball is snapped. Evans looking to throw and does. And tried to get McGlukrich, just overthrew him just a tad. And that's going to bring up down a distance. 3rd down here for Southeast, 3rd and 10. Something they've seen 3 times in a row. And now you've got some substitutions. Santos Flores is in the game. He is a speedster, especially when he gets the football. Now Carlton Evans is communicating to his teammates. Waiting on the snap, gets it, drops back, looking to throw, and does. Incomplete, and that's a pass interference. They're going to call it on Braden Split. For the Bishop McGuiness Fighting Irish, that will be a spot foul. No, it's not a spot foul.
Should be an automatic first down.
Yeah, it's a 10-yard penalty. It's not a spot foul. I've been watching too much NFL.
Yeah, I hear you. That's definitely a play that the Southeast Spartan offense needed. They've been struggling a little bit, but that's going to give them a first down. waiting on the chain gang to get the new spot and move the chains. Here we go. 1st and 10, the Spartans. Here's Carlton Evans, QB1.
All right, 1st and 10 here for Southeast, trying to get something going. Ooh, almost got him to jump.
He was close to that neutral zone.
Here's the snap, hands off to the running back who has some room. Santos Flores gets upfield for maybe 2 yards. Bishop McGuiness linebackers read and reacted. That's a strength for them.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
strength.
They got good linebacker play. Their D-line's got some good size. And when they hit you, they're great at wrapping up and getting you down to the grass. So I think that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Is that correct, my friend?
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct. That is the end of the first quarter. We're going to take a timeout here. We'll be right back with second quarter action. You're listening to Friday Afternoon Football, sponsored by Cricket Wireless, SSM Health, and OCCC on PPBC TV, streaming live straight from your device. We will be right back after this short 30-second break.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Oh, yeah. That's the sound of a good time. The sizzle, the flavor, the bite you've been waiting for. And you deserve it, because when it comes to burgers, why settle for ordinary? Big taste, big smiles, big moments. All stacked between 2 buns. And you can only get it at Just Burgers. Just Burgers. Nothing else compares.
And we are back. Second quarter action about to be underway. Southeast is getting the snap, and he's going to go with the reverse, but there's a big problem. There's a bunch of Bishop McGuiness fighting Irishmen in the backfield that got a big tackle for a significant loss. That was Malachi Darby, who made the tackle in the backfield.
Yep, that's exactly right. Number 20, we just talked about the linebacker play for the Irish, and one of those linebackers made a huge play for a big loss to make it 3rd and long for the Spartan offense.
If they could have let the play process more, he would have had all day to run.
Yep.
He would have had all day, but those defensive ends, edge
Look at these
rushers,
linebackers showing blitz, all of them.
Evans going to run right, tells him to come back, says come back. Still on his feet, throws, has a man, incomplete. Tried to find, I believe that was McDonald.
Yep, Cormel McDonald tried to come back to the ball, but it was contested by one of those Irish DBs. A scramble play, and, I mean, they threw it down there, wished upon a star, just couldn't come up with the completion. So it is 4th and long. The punt team's on the field for Southeast once again.
Right.
This time back deep to receive is number 6, Marcellus Tyner.
All right, so, yeah, they're going to punt the football to Bishop McGuiness, and Southeast is going to have to stand strong on defense, even though they've been on the field the majority of the game. What a tackle!
Gosh.
Was that?
I mean,
goodness gracious.
He must have been right on time because he just leveled him. I thought it was 61.
It was Abraham Cosillo with the molly-whopping tackle. I mean,
Could sense some frustration in that hit.
yeah.
Wow. I mean, he timed that perfectly. Right when the ball touched Tyner's hands, it was big 6'1" that just brought the wood
Are they
and
calling
leveled
a
him.
penalty on that?
I guess they did. It was a late flag, man. Okay. I guess he signaled fair catch.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't see it, but apparently he did.
Yeah, well,
Coach is having a talk with
there's
61.
always that risk when you are a punt returner
There is, yeah.
that somebody doesn't see you fair catch it and lays you out, and it's unfortunate. They're going to fake the handoff. Chances looking to throw. He's in the pocket still. Throws deep, and it's one-on-one. Incomplete. Tried to find number 13, Brody Parks, but Carlson Evans was back there to defend it and make the play and bat the pass away. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Bishop McGuiness.
Yep, they tried to test that one-on-one scenario, but Evans is such a good athlete. He's a difficult DB to try to catch on. Great defense by him. It's now 2nd down and 10 for the Irish.
Gage Chance, he's strong in the pocket.
He's going to let it fly,
right?
for sure.
He's not going to panic and move the ball too much. They're going to hand it off to Bruton, who gets a solid 11 yards for a first down.
Yep, it's that halfback draw play that they've already had a lot of success with. Get another first down and 10. Great blocking by the interior offensive line of the Irish.
Yeah, they're taking advantage. Anytime they see that crease, they're going to call the audible and just hand it off right to the running back up the middle. That's been a theme with Bishop McGuiness so far today. Now that's a timeout. We're going to stay right here, but I want to shout out all of our sponsors for supporting our football broadcast. You know, without the help of the community, we wouldn't be able to do what we do, and that's put a spotlight on these young athletes and broadcast these games to fans and family members across the nation. Because if you have the PPBC TV app, you can watch the game anywhere that you've got an internet connection. And a big help to all of that is Cricket Wireless, SSM Health, and OCCC. Without their help, we wouldn't be able to stream these games like we do each and every week. So big shout out to Cricket Wireless. Do you love your phone? Hey, keep it. Save some money by getting an unlimited plan for $15 a month when you bring your phone and prepay $45 for the first 3 months. And just in case you do want a new phone, you can buy affordable, no annual contract smartphones to get reliable nationwide 5G with no hidden fees. That's Cricket Wireless. Bishop McGuiness going to throw to the left side for a short gain to
number 3 on the reception, John Luke Cloberdens. That's a difficult name. Cloberdens on the reception. Just a simple out route to him. DBs gave him a lot of space, takes advantage of it to make it 2nd and short for the Irish.
All right, they're approaching the red zone right now, trying to add some more points to that board. And bad snap, he's going to pick it up and throws. Completes it to Bruton on the right side, burst upfield. There is a flag on the play. Possible hold on this scenario.
Yeah, it's in the defensive secondaries where the flag was thrown, so it's going to be a holding on Bishop McGuiness. So that play is coming all the way back.
That's right. That's right. And talk about turning a bad situation into a good situation and then back into a bad
Southeast
situation.
Needed that break. The Spartans defense definitely needed that break. Now it's going to be still 2nd down. They're going to march it on back.
Yeah, 2nd and 3, just under 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Stay tuned for our halftime show, sponsored by Chuck Davis at State Farm. Life is unpredictable, but your insurance doesn't have to be. Chuck Davis, your local State Farm agent, protects what matters most with great coverage and service. Ball is snapped, and he's going to bounce it out to the left side. 5, touchdown, but there is flags on the play. Could be another holding penalties here, possibly.
Possibly. It's an interesting place. There's 2 flags thrown down the field. Great run by Bruton, but we'll see if it gets called back. See what the white hat gives us as far as the signal goes.
Yeah, they're going to bring it back.
Another holding call, back-to-back holding calls on the Irish.
That's been an issue this possession.
But they give them the first down. I'm a little confused there.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be, let's see, it's going to be 1st and 10.
The hold was later in the play, so they still give them the first down yardage. Interesting.
Yeah, I have no answer for you on that one. Trip receivers, 2 on each side, 2 on the right side. Chance gets the snap, throws, corner fade into the end zone, overthrows it, incomplete pass. That will stop the clock. And it will bring up 2nd and down for Bishop McGuiness, who trying to make this a 3-possession game if they're successful at putting any kind of points on the board here. But I know Southeast is desperate to get the football back.
Yeah, I mean, they just need to come up with a stop here. Any way they can get it, try to get a stop. ideal situation is no points, but if they can get Bishop McGuiness to try to settle for a field goal attempt, that would be nice. Just a simple run play up the middle. Great tackle on the play by 14 for Southeast. That's Deshaun Davis. And it's be 3rd and about 8 for the Irish here.
That's exactly right. And this is where Southeast has struggled here on 3rd down here tonight.
Yeah, we'll see who wins
When
this
I say
money
tonight,
down.
I mean this afternoon. I'm so used to calling football games at night. But we've had to move this up due to weather conditions for tomorrow. All right, twin receivers on each side. 4 total. Wakes one man in motion. Ball is snapped. Chance looks. Has to run left. He's trying to shake off Damian Davis. Now he runs right even further. And now he's going to throw it. An incomplete pass over the middle. It will bring up 4th down and 8. And it looks like the kicking team is coming out onto the field.
Yes, indeed they are. Big stop on 3rd down for that Spartan defense. Much needed. Now I would imagine they'll try to block the field goal. That would be nice.
Let's see
or at
what kind
least
of
try to deter it and end up with a missed field goal. We'll see if the Irish, they trust their kicking game.
It's going to be about a 32-yarder here on this kick.
Not a short kick in high school.
Here's the snap. Kick is up, and it's good. Mm-hmm. It's good. So the score is 17-0. Bishop McGuiness on top of the Southeast Spartans right now. Southeast is in a hole that they're going to have to dig themselves out of. There's just no way to say it. You're going to have to get some kind of production here on offense and put some points on the board to cut this deficit. This is an important possession here. We've seen 2 3-and-outs, and then we've seen them get some first downs off some penalties that were committed by Bishop McGuiness. But Southeast has got to show a little bit more initiative, and when it comes to completing passes and establishing a running game. That's something we haven't seen yet from them. That's usually typically something that they're pretty good at. So we've got Hernan Terrazas, who's late to the party here. He's getting lined up, and Bishop McGuiness is going to kick the football to Southeast and right in, over, and it's going to be a touchback, just barely.
Barely a touchback.
I thought Kylan Spiller was going to grab that ball, but it went over his head. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Southeast Spartans at their own 20. They got to go 80 to put some points on the board to get a touchdown. And we'll see how they adjust. But I think you've really kind of learned a lot about this Bishop McGuiness defense in terms of their strengths. And their strengths is speed.
Yep.
And
speed,
reaction.
Yep, speed, reaction. The linebackers take great angles, and they tackle well once they get their hands on you. Southeast, it all starts with the O-lineman up front. They got to do some work.
Pistol formation, Evans in at quarterback, overlooking the defense. Now they're going to there's a flag on the play. We've got a false start, and that's going to move them back 5 yards. Not what you want to do when you're down 17-0 here in the first half. But I've seen them be successful in long yardage situations so many times this season. So we'll see how they react. It is a replay of first down. So 1st and 15 for the Spartans as their linemen get to the line of scrimmage. You're going to get twin receivers to the left, one to the right. It's McDonald. Evans gets the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls left. Now he rolls right, trying to get rid of it, throws, and
my gosh. One-handed interception by number 7, Hudson Aiken. The extension with his left hand and the soft hands to be able to come away with that pick. That was impressive.
Somebody check his gloves for Stickum.
Right. That was that's going to make his highlight reel. That might be the very first play on his highlight reel for the season.
Yeah, that was impressive.
That's one that you send to some college coaches and say, look what my guy can do.
Right, and that young man reminded me of myself so much.
I thought you were an offensive lineman.
Well, I was mispositioned.
Oh. Okay.
But had I been a tight end, Dylan, those plays would have been a regular part of my repertoire.
Out there in
But
the
I'm
old
glad you brought that
town
up.
of the Elks.
Thank you for saying that. All right, let's see if Bishop McGuiness can add to the score. They're going to fake the handoff. Chance looking to throw. Has a man. Can he get him the ball? Yes, he can.
Wow.
Touchdown. Wow, what a beautiful ball placement by Gage Chance, the junior quarterback for Bishop McGuiness. He's got great footwork, ladies and gentlemen. That's why he's able to get the ball out quick and accurately.
Great accuracy once again on that deep ball to number 6, Marcellus Tyner, right in his hands, right in the breadbasket. Great throw, great catch. It's another touchdown for the Irish.
Yeah, they're going to bring out Lair for the extra point. Let's see if he can knock this down. Waiting on the go-ahead here. Here's the snap. Kick is up. And it's good. We've got a 24-0 start here by Bishop McGuiness, the number 1 ranked team in Class 5A. Well, actually, I'm not sure. Are they number 1 ranked?
I think Carl Albert's still
Carl
number
Albert's
1.
ranked number 1 right now. But,
Yeah.
I mean, you could make an argument, though, that Bishop McGuiness, who hasn't been beaten yet this season, is in the mix on that.
Oh,
so,
they're definitely in the top 5 for sure.
Yeah.
They're a tough
Heck of a
team
play.
in class of
Heck
5A.
of a play. All right, so, now the pressure is even more for the Southeast Spartans. They've got to do whatever they got to do to get something going. Is that changing in the play call? Is that a different type of defense? I mean, it's hard to say what adjustments you make here, but you got to give credit where credit's due, and Bishop McGuiness is just making plays.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think that the Southeast is necessarily lined up out of position or anything. It's just execution. Good execution by Bishop McGuiness. The ball's going to go to the end zone. It's going to be a touchback. Southeast is going to get another possession here at their own 20 and try and get this thing going. They haven't been able to run the football effectively. Haven't really been able to throw it effectively. They've had 1 turnover.
Yeah, it was the interception. Great pick.
Which was
by number 7,
Sports Center
18.
highlight.
Yeah, it definitely was. Top 10 Sports Center highlight. The one-handed pick, the extension. It was not an easy catch whatsoever, but he made it. And then a couple plays later, it's a touchdown pass by Gage Chance to number 6, Tyner. But now it's Southeast Spartans football, 1st and 10 on the 20.
All right, here we go. Shotgun formation. Ball is snapped. They're going to hit him on the end around, trying to find a crease and can't do it. Cannot do it. Too many Irish are right there in the mix. Read the play perfectly and got upfield to make a tackle for a loss. Not a big loss, but a loss nonetheless.
Yep. I mean, the O-line's really got to lock in and stay on those blocks, create the running lanes, and create the time for the quarterback if it's a passing situation. They really need the offensive line to step up right here, right now. This is a big play for the Spartan offense. 2nd and long. Here's Evans getting ready to take the snap. Shotgun formation.
All right, here we go. Ball is snapped, and they're going to give it to Hardy, who got through that first line of defense, but the linebacker was right there. Malachi Darby made the tackle.
Yeah, he's a heavy hitter. Came downhill in a hurry. Great form on that tackle hit stick situation for Darby.
All right, here we go. 3rd down and 11 for the Southeast Spartans. Waiting for the play call to get delivered. Coach Jones is relaying that information right now. 6.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Again, stay tuned for our Chuck Davis State Farm halftime show. We've got a timeout called by Southeast. We're going to take a 30-second timeout, too. We'll be right back after these short messages here live on PPBC TV. Stick with us.
Injuries don't wait for business hours. Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Hey sports fans, get ready to step into the world of championships with Super Prep Live, hosted by Miles Perry, only on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Dive deep into the lives of high school and college athletes with exclusive interviews and insight that reveals what makes them great. Follow Super Prep across all social networks to never miss a moment. It's Super Prep Live with Miles Perry. Tune in, get inspired, and stay connected. Visit OKCSportsRadio.com.
All right, we are back. Again, 6:18 left in the second quarter. Southeast is looking at a 3rd and long situation, 3rd and 10 to be exact. They need a first down. 4 receivers on the far left side, 1 receiver to the right, so empty backfield. Shotgun, ball is snapped. Evans has to run right to get through, and he gets tackled. Drops the ball, he goes out of bounds. And that's going to bring up a 4th and even longer situation. Just didn't, and then that's kind of the give and take on those formations when you've got empty and you've got 5 receivers lined up out there. You don't have that tight end to the
extra blocker.
The extra blocker.
And it was the DN number 2, Jax Carter, who was unblocked and ended up making the sack on the play because there was nobody there to help. And it's just an easy tackle by him to make it 4th and long, and now Southeast is punting out of their own end zone. Do we see an all-out blitz for the Irish?
It looks like we are. Ball is snapped, and it is up. And it's going to take a McGuiness bounce and gets downed right at the 29 or 30. There's a couple Southeast players in front of the ball marker, so we'll see where they spot it. But either way, it is good field position for Bishop McGuiness here.
Yeah, great field position, all because that defense keeps making plays. And now they have another opportunity. The Spartan defense really has to lock in right here. The last thing they want is another touchdown before half.
Right. You're definitely going to have to lock in, and in a perfect world, you create a turnover and get the ball back for your offense.
Pick 6 would be really ideal. We've seen it before against Duncan.
Here's the snap, going to fake the handoff, throw inside screen to the receiver, burst up field, and Damon Davis gets the tackle. He's a defensive lineman making a tackle out in the flats.
Yeah, you love to see that. What does that tell you? That he is a straight-up hustler. It's not easy to make tackles out in space against those skills players, but Damon Davis can do it all.
All right, and that's going to be a new set of downs for Bishop McGuiness, a common theme here this afternoon. Let's see how they respond here. And Gage Chance is going to line up at wide receiver. You've got Harris Jr. going to get the snap in a wildcat formation, trying to cut off his blocker. Booms outside, 5, and it's a touchdown. That is a touchdown. Found the crease, took great angles for Bishop McGuiness. They got into the end zone once again. It is now 30-0. Waiting an extra point could make it 31-0. But how he used that lineman as
patience
as a blocker.
Yep, he waited
to let
for
the
his
play
lineman.
kind of play out.
Exactly. Just a direct snap, wildcat formation to Harris Jr. Patient run on that stretch play to the left, and he shows off his speed at the end, finds the end zone.
See how Robert Lair gets this, knocks it up and through, and now we've got a 31-0 start here for Bishop McGuiness. I don't think the schedule change really has messed with them in any factor.
No, it definitely has not. It's just another day in the office for the Fighting Irish. They've come out, played really disciplined football. They're executing at all 3 phases here in this afternoon game.
All right, you've got your kick return team out, and back to return the kick is Kylan Spiller, the junior wide receiver. Then, of course, Montre McGluckrich, the junior wide receiver / cornerback. And here comes Bishop McGuinness's kicking team. Love to see a big return here by Southeast if possible. And this is going to be interesting to see how they react, how they respond. Now, I know that Coach Billingsley does a great job of teaching this team to take it one play at a time, maximum effort, and don't look too far in the past. You know, you can only control what you control, and that's the future. So what's done is done. They're going to let that bounce in the back of the end zone for a touchback. Southeast will get another possession here. First down and 20. 5 minutes, 5 seconds left until halftime. Again, our Chuck Davis State Farm halftime show will happen, and we appreciate Chuck Davis State Farm for supporting Oklahoma City Public School athletics. Life is unpredictable, but your insurance doesn't have to be. Chuck Davis, your local State Farm agent, protects what matters most with great coverage and service. Call him today at 405-378-8008 for Chuck Davis at State Farm. All right, here we go. 4 receivers split. 1 running back to the right of Evans. It's Josiah Hardy. They're going to give it to Hardy, who tries to get to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 1-yard loss. Could not get outside that tackle. That really did a good job of kind of sustaining and controlling that portion, that region on the line of scrimmage.
Yep, held his ground, sheds the blocker, makes a tackle. Now it's second down and about 12 to go for the Spartan offense.
Here we go. Single back in the backfield. Trip receivers. Evans looking to run, trying to run, has the outside, looking to throw, and does. And intercepted at the 40. 35-30. Going to be tackled right at the 25. Another turnover committed or taken away. Just another takeaway from by Bishop McGuiness.
Yep, that time it's number 8, the other Carter Aiken on the interception. Carlton Evans just threw up a prayer, and there were multiple Bishop McGuiness Irish players right there to try to make a play on the ball. It's another interception for the Irish, and they still have plenty of time to try to get another touchdown before the half.
Yeah, 4 minutes, 12 seconds left, already with a 31-point lead here by Bishop McGuiness, who've yet to be beat this year. Let's call a spade a spade. Nobody's been able to hang with these guys yet this year. Speed option, now a reverse, has all day and a blocker. He's going to come back inside at the 10-5, and he's in for the touchdown. It is another touchdown for the Fighting Irish of Bishop McGuiness High School. They now 37-0. It could be 38 pending an extra point. As soon as they made that flip to the reverse back, he had all day. All day.
It was Harris Jr. once again. 2 touchdowns in a row on their last 2 possessions. He just shows off his speed, his field vision, his cutting ability, finds the end zone for the second time today.
And there is the extra point, and that is going to bring the score to 38-0 here momentarily. 4 minutes and 2 seconds left. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll come out and finish this quarter up strong and then have our Chuck Davis State Farm halftime show coming up. So stick with us. We'll be right back. PPBC TV, Friday afternoon. Football sponsored by Cricket Wireless, SSM Health, and OCCC.
Injuries don't wait for business hours. Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
All right, we are back, and Bishop McGuiness is going to kick the football back to Montre McGlugrich, who's going to fair catch it in the end zone. It will be a touchback. First down at 20. First and 10 at the 20 for the Southeast Spartans, who struggled to get anything going offensively here in the first half. And it's been all Bishop McGuiness this afternoon. They've just been playing solid football, making the blocks, tackles, doing the little things right, and that's kind of why you have a score disparity here right now. Bishop McGuiness has been pretty effective in their execution, and Southeast needs to follow suit, and they're trying. They're going to continue to play hard. That's the way they've been brought up. Coach Billingsley has a really good program and preaches that. So we'll see what happens here. Ball is snapped. He's going, kind of a miscommunication. Luciano Williams is in at quarterback. I think there was some miscommunication between him and the running back, and this is his first time today that we've seen him substituted in at quarterback in place of Carlton Evans.
Yep, Williams went for the handoff to the right. The running back went to the left. Just not on the same page there to make it second and about 11 for the Spartan offense. Luciano's got a good arm, so look for him to try to throw it down the field and test these DBs for Bishop McGuiness.
And he's going to hand off to the running back, who gets caught after a short gain. That was number 22, Domingo Solis, with the short gain. And it's going to be about third down and 8 with about 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in until halftime here. So Southeast would really like to get to put some points on the board, just to have a little bit of momentum going into halftime and coming into the third quarter. Twin receivers, 2 on each side, 1 running back. Williams gets the snap, and he's going to be tackled, and he drops the ball, and they're going to call that an incompletion?
Yeah, his arm was going forward. Luckily, they sent an all blitz. The linebackers, but they sent the house. Williams had 0 time to try to get the ball off, so it's going to be an incompletion and another fourth down for this Spartan offense.
Yeah, very well-timed blitz by Bishop McGuiness and caused a lot of disruption in the backfield. And Williams was forced to make a decision when he really didn't want to at that point, and I don't blame him. So they're going to have to punt the football, almost punted over the head, and now the punter's just going to take off running, and he's going to run out of bounds right at the 20, so that means Bishop McGuiness is going to get another possession here before half at the Southeast 20-yard line. They're in really good field position, and there's plenty of time here with 2 minutes and 18 seconds left for them to put even more points on the board.
As we've seen, it does not take them very long to score at all. So great opportunity once again for the Irish offense. That was a great play on special teams by them. All 3 phases are doing their job. Complimentary football is Bishop McGuiness right now. Here comes the offense. It's still the starting quarterback, Gage Chanson.
All right, here we go. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand off to the fullback right up the middle for a short gain, about 4 yards, possibly 3. We'll see where they spot the football. But the linebackers did a good job of making the tackle. You'd like to see him make a tackle a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage, but that's the situation. 2nd and 6 for Bishop McGuiness. And Gage Chance is still in at quarterback. He's in a diamond formation, running back on each side and one behind him. He's going to fake the handoff. No, he is going to give it to Bruton on the right side, trying to find a crease, cuts in, and he's going to be brought down just outside the 5-yard line. I think they're going to mark him at the 7. We'll see where they do mark him, but it is enough for a first down. So it'll be 1st and goal for Bishop McGuiness here with 1:26 left, not 25, left in the second quarter. You'd like to see Southeast defense hold strong
Try to get a turnover, punch the ball, get an interception, do whatever you can. You got to keep fighting.
Here we go. Gage Chance is overlooking the defense, gets it, fakes the handoff. He's looking to throw in the pocket, and he spins out of it. Still now throws right and almost found a receiver, but overthrew him on the right side.
Yeah, he had his tight end wide open in the end zone, but the pressure got to him, and he just threw it out of bounds, out of the back of the end zone. If he had time to look downfield, that's another touchdown on the board for the Irish.
That's going to stop the clock at 58 seconds, 2nd down and 8. See if Southeast can hold strong here. And you've got Bishop McGuiness has twins receivers to the short side, one to the wide side. Ball is snapped. They're going to fake the handoff, and Jade's chances looking to throw and can, and he's sacked in the backfield by number 11, Tyzavian Williams, who made the tackle. Are they going to let this play out, or are they going to call – are they going to run one more play here? That's the question.
They're definitely going to try to score.
35 seconds left. 3rd down and 9. Now it's 30 seconds left. Here we go. Gage chance. 4 receivers split. Reverse on the right side, trying to find a lane. He's at the 5. Can he get in? Did he get in? I think he's short.
Tackled at about the 1 or 2 yard line on the far side of the field. So.
And it's going to be interesting to see where they get. It will be 4th down. And it looks like they're going to go for it here.
No doubt about it.
Clock is ticking. There is 10 seconds left. They
might call a timeout with a few seconds left on the clock.
Yep, that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to call a timeout with 5 seconds left at 4th down and goal from the 1. So right here, it's who can hold.
Who wants it?
Who wants it?
Who wins the line of scrimmage,
right.
The D-line or the O-line?
Right. I can already tell you they're going to just either do a wildcat run up the middle.
Quarterback sneak.
Or give it to Bruton, DeAndre Bruton at the goal line, but it's going to have to be those big guys up front for Southeast to really dominate that line of scrimmage for this specific play.
Yep, we're going to find
and
out
prevent this. Get
who's
some
been
push.
in the weight room.
You've got to get some push here. And you've got
to win your
Deshaun
matchup.
Davis is coming off the field, so it'll be 4th and goal from the 1 here. Moses F. Miller, Thursday afternoon football game. So let's see what the Southeast defense can do, how they can respond. So here we go. Bishop McGuiness getting lined up. Gage Chance. Here we go. Gets the snap. He's going to fake the run, and he's going to throw over the middle, and they complete it.
Wow.
Fakes the run and throws it to number 12, Andrew Harris.
It's that old Tim Tebow Florida Gators play.
Yeah, he should have jumped past. Jumped past it.
That would have been real Tim Tebow-ish, but shows run, then backs out and just throws an easy touchdown to his big body tight end, number 12, Andrew Harris.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They're going to send the kicker out there. We got a late sub here for Southeast. Waiting on the snap. Here it is. Kick is up. It is good. 45-0 start here in the first half. We are now in halftime. Kind of surprised by this score. I thought it would be closer. Southeast just has been struggling on offense, and their defense has been out on the field too long. Bishop McGuiness has been able to wear them down. We'll see how they respond here in the second half, but we appreciate you tuning in for this Thursday afternoon broadcast on the high school football field. Sponsored by Cricket Wireless, SSM Health, and OCCC here on PPBC TV. Stay tuned. We'll recap what we've just witnessed and talk adjustments coming up for the Chuck Davis State Farm halftime show. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this halftime break. It's going to be about 10 minutes before we be back, so stick with us. PPBC TV, Thursday afternoon. Football sponsored by Cricket Wireless, SSM Health, and OCCC.
Injuries don't wait for business hours. Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Oh, yeah. That's the sound of a good time. The sizzle, the flavor, the bite you've been waiting for. And you deserve it, because when it comes to burgers, why settle for ordinary? Big taste, big smiles, big moments. All stacked between two buns. And you can only get it at Just Burgers. Just Burgers, nothing else compares.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and do you know a student that would like to win a $10,000 scholarship? Yes, I said $10,000. Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores and Perry Publishing Broadcasting are giving a graduating senior from a Oklahoma City Metro school the opportunity to win $10,000 by just registering online. Each month during the school year, a Love Student of the Month will be selected for registration, and for winning, they will qualify for Love Student of the Year and a $10,000 scholarship. Oh, you guys, to get it, you got to register at www.kvsp.com, and that is www.kvsp.com. Go get your $10,000.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Hey sports fans, get ready to step into the world of championships with Super Prep Live, hosted by Miles Perry, only on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Dive deep into the lives of high school and college athletes with exclusive interviews and insight that reveals what makes them great. Follow Super Prep across all social networks to never miss a moment. It's Super Prep Live with Miles Perry. Tune in, get inspired, and stay connected. Visit OKCSportsRadio.com.
Oh yeah, that's the sound of a good time. The sizzle, the flavor, the bite you've been waiting for. And you deserve it, because when it comes to burgers, why settle for ordinary? Big taste, big smiles, big moments. All stacked between two buns. And you can only get it at Just Burgers. Just Burgers, nothing else compares.
Hey, what's up, guys? Jay Swick here. Now, I know a lot of you guys have hit me up wondering about Prize Picks, and I'm here to tell you it's the real deal. Utilize your sports knowledge and turn it into cash. Seriously, all you've got to do is download the Prize Picks app today and use my promo code SWIXPICKS. That's right, SWIXPICKS is the promo code. You get $50 in free lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. You don't want to miss out on that. Flex your sports knowledge and get cash for it. Do it today. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and do you know a student that would like to win a $10,000 scholarship? Yes, I said $10,000. Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores and Perry Publishing Broadcasting are giving a graduating senior from a Oklahoma City Metro school the opportunity to win $10,000 by just registering online. Each month during the school year, a Love Student of the Month will be selected for registration, and for winning, they will qualify for Love Student of the Year and a $10,000 scholarship. Oh, you guys, to get it, you got to register at www.kvsp.com, and that is www.kvsp.com. Go get your $10,000.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Hey sports fans, get ready to step into the world of championships with Super Prep Live, hosted by Miles Perry, only on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Dive deep into the lives of high school and college athletes with exclusive interviews and insight that reveals what makes them great. Follow Super Prep across all social networks to never miss a moment. It's Super Prep Live with Miles Perry. Tune in, get inspired, and stay connected. Visit OKCSportsRadio.com.
Oh, yeah. That's the sound of a good time. The sizzle, the flavor, the bite you've been waiting for. And you deserve it, because when it comes to burgers, why settle for ordinary? Big taste, big smiles, big moments. All stacked between two buns. And you can only get it at Just Burgers. Just Burgers. Nothing else compares.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Oh, yeah. That's the sound of a good time. The sizzle, the flavor, the bite you've been waiting for. And you deserve it, because when it comes to burgers, why settle for ordinary? Big taste, big smiles, big moments. All stacked between two buns. And you can only get it at Just Burgers. Just Burgers. Nothing else compares.
This broadcast is the exclusive property of Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, reproduction, or any other use of the accounts, descriptions, or audiovisual elements of this broadcast without the express written consent of Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company is strictly prohibited. All rights reserved.
All right, welcome back. Second half about to be underway. Of course, our halftime portion is sponsored by Chuck Davis. Give him a call at 378-8008. We really do appreciate State Farm agent Chuck Davis for supporting Oklahoma City Public School athletics and allowing us to put a spotlight on these young athletes playing the game we love, known as football. A little bit of an offset score here, 45-0 going into the third quarter. But it's now about pride. It's just about going out there and doing everything you can possibly do to be successful here at the line of scrimmage. And that's not to look at the score here for the Southeast Spartans. And they're just going to take it one play at a time. And we're going to give them credit for that. We've got a new quarterback in the game, Luciano Williams. And he is going to take over. And I believe he took over right there at the end of the first half and played about a snap or two. He will start the second half here for the Southeast Spartans. You got three receivers wide, two on the right side, one on the left, one man in motion. Ball is snapped to Williams, hands off to Hardy. Bursts up the field, gets about 2 to 3 yards before he's brought down. And we'll see where they mark the ball. It is going to be the 23-yard line here for the Southeast Spartans.
Yeah, they're doing a good job at getting past the first line of defense, but those linebackers for Bishop McGuiness are just coming downhill in a hurry and making great tackles in space. It's second and long for the Spartan offense. Here's Luciano Williams.
Running back on each side, shotgun, calling out the cadence, gets the snap, a bad snap, but is able to hand it off to Flores, who gets tackled. They might give him credit for forward progress, but I still think it's going to be about a yard loss. Yeah, they're going to mark him a little bit. They're going to mark him a little bit back. It will be third down, and that's where Southeast has struggled is finding some continuity today, and that's something that they're normally good at, but they've just ran into a buzzsaw today with the Bishop McGuiness Fighting Irish. It's unfortunate, but let's see if they can get anything going here. Trip receivers to the right, one to the left. They're going to bootleg it right. Williams looking to throw and does. And tried to hit. Is that McGlugrich? Oh, they're going to call a late
I thought he got
flag.
there early, man. That was number 3, John Luke, that made a play on the ball, but he got there way too early. Clear pass interference against the Irish there.
Yeah, he was trying to throw to Tyquavius Williams, the tight end, on the right side. It will be a new set of downs. By any means necessary, Dylan. I think
take it how you can get it.
Absolutely. So they'll have another opportunity to cut this deficit and put some points on the board. Hernan Terrazes, the starting center, number 67, approaching the football right up the middle. Here's the snap. Gets it, hands it off to Flores on the right side, and it was well read and pursued by the Bishop McGuiness Fighting Irish. Front 7, Raylan Moore, the sophomore, followed the ball carrier, made the tackle in the backfield. It will be second down and 14 here in the second half. Third quarter specifically, 8:35 left in the third quarter. All right, here we go. Williams directing traffic, trying to get his team lined up. Josiah Hardy to the left side. Waits the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to throw, runs to his left to avoid the tacklers and throws, and overthrew his receiver. He was trying to find number 9, Julian Woods, on the left side. And that's the thing with this Southeast Spartan team. They've got good skill position players, but you got to figure out ways to get him the football.
Yep, he tried it, but it was just well covered by those 2 safeties back there for Bishop McGuiness.
All right, here we go. It is going to be third down and 14. You got Woods off the field now, waiting the snap. Twin receivers, 2 on each side. Looking at a possible audible. Gerald Jones relaying the play, gets the snap, looking to throw and intercepted on the far right side. That is
number 14, Jack Reese, on that interception. Luciano just wasn't on the same page with his receiver out there, and he threw it right to number 14. Reese comes up with his first interception of the game. That's the third interception by the Irish in this game today.
Yeah, Jack Reese popped up like a jackrabbit and snatched that thing out of the air and put Bishop McGuiness into good field possession here. Now there is punt to Bishop McGuiness. They're going to catch it. Oh, he touched it, and Southeast recovered. That was a much-needed break there for Southeast.
Like I said, take it how you can get it. And that time it's a muffed punt by Tyner of Bishop McGuiness. And the Southeast Spartans are right there to jump on the football and give it right back to Luciano Williams at quarterback.
And that is a new set of downs. First down and 10, and they're already in Bishop McGuiness territory. We're lined up at the 46-yard line.
Let's see if they
Second
can
muffed
capitalize.
punt by Bishop McGuiness. Remember the first time they recovered it themselves and avoided the turnover, but couldn't do that this time. Terrazas snaps the ball. They're going to pitch it to Hardy. Still on his feet, trying to bounce to the outside. Makes another man miss and another man miss. And he got about a 6-7 yard gain. Really strong run by Josiah Hardy to shed those tacklers.
No doubt about it.
Positive yards.
Showed off his leg strength on that one and his determination. Ran through multiple Irish defenders to make it a 2nd and short. Great run by Josiah.
All right, they're much closer to the first down marker. They're going to credit him for a 7-yard gain there on that play. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, still in pistol formation. Hardy in the backfield, the running back. Shade right to the quarterback. Ball is snapped. Williams rolls right, throws, incomplete. Tried to find Flores, who was trying to get open in the flats. Couldn't come up with it.
Yeah, just underthrew him a little bit. It was at Flores' feet. Couldn't get his hands on it cleanly, so it's incomplete to make it 3rd and short right here for the Spartan offense. This feels like 4-down territory if they can't convert on 3rd.
I think so. I think they're going to go for it every time on 4th down, and
as you should.
As you should. As you should. Okay, here we go. Twin receivers to the right, one H-back. One receiver to the left. Ball is snapped. Drops back in the pocket, now rolls right, looking to throw, and does. Completes. First down, Southeast to tight end Julian Woods, who was lined up in the tight end position on that play and made the catch over the middle. They're going to line up on the right hash, first down to 10 for Southeast.
Beautiful throw and catch right there. Luciano Williams to Julian Woods to keep the chains moving. First down and 10 for the Spartans. They got a nice little drive going on here.
Yeah, got some momentum that they're going to try and ride. Trying to get some points on the board here. Ball is snapped. Hands off to Flores. Going to bounce it out to the left side. Has some room. Has the first down. He gets tackled by his shoestrings and is pushed out of bounds. A nice 13-yard run on the far left side by Santos Flores, the running back for the Southeast Spartans. Dylan, are you having a hard time seeing here right now?
We're good, my man.
Okay. All
got
right.
a long cord.
We've got to have the eyeballs of our football analysts to let us know what's going on. Ball is snapped, hands off to Flores up the middle. Got to the second line of defense before he's brought down. And you got some substitutions here by Southeast. Hardy is coming out. Solis is coming in for the running back position. 2-yard gain for the Southeast Spartans. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 11. Still have an opportunity to get a first down if they even get close to the goal line. But they're looking further than that. They're looking to score. Pistol formation. Williams, hands off to Flores. Burst up the field, got about a yard, maybe 2. And I think we're going to look at a 3rd down and 6 situation here for the Spartans. They're inside the 10. So they're about 3 yards away from a first down marker. So if they could get at least 3, they could get a fresh new set of downs. Got Bishop McGuiness to jump. That's going to be encroachment on the Fighting Irish and give Southeast a first and goal situation. Very well done by Luciano Williams with his strong cadence to fool the defense and get them to jump.
It's actually going to be 3rd and 1.
Oh, my goodness.
So not quite a first down, but
they
a
were
very
much closer.
Manageable situation right here for this Spartans offense.
You got to get 3 feet here. You got to do it.
You got 2 plays to do it.
All right, here we go. Williams in the shotgun position, receivers on each side. McDonald's on a one-on-one on the right side. Ball is snapped, and Williams is going to run it himself, bursts up the field, and he's brought down. He's going to get the first down, but we'll see where they spot him. But he definitely got the first down. It'll be 1st and goal for the Spartans, and they're on the cusp of scoring a touchdown. Let's see where they mark the football. I think that's going to be on the 3-yard line.
Yep, great job by Luciano. It looked like a busted play, but made something out of nothing right there. Gets the ball and runs right up the middle, forces his way for a first down and 10.
All right, here we go. Pistol formation. 1st and goal. Gets it. Corner fade. Got it. I think he got it. He got the signal. That's a touchdown. Southeast Spartans. Montre McGluckrich made an acrobatic catch in the corner of the end zone to bring it down for a touchdown. Good play by the Southeast Spartan wide receiver, and a beautiful throw by Luciano Williams.
Yep, there's only one thing to say in that situation. You got mossed. What a great catch by McGluckrich to go up and get the ball at his highest point. That is 6 points on the board for this Spartans team. Much needed drive right there, all because of that muff punt. They turned that into 6 points.
And Diego Romero is going to come in and kick the extra point, and they've got 7 on the board. They avoid the shutout. That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Stay right with us. We'll be right back and finish this 4th quarter out. Live from Moses F. Miller. It's Thursday afternoon football. Sponsored by Cricket Wireless, SSM Health, and Oklahoma City Community College on PPBC TV. We'll be right back with 4th quarter action. All right, here we go. We saw a kickoff go out of bounds. It did not reach the end zone, so it will be a penalty. And Bishop McGuiness is going to take over on offense. They've got a 45-7 lead here. But we have seen Southeast stay strong here in the 3rd quarter. They haven't allowed Bishop McGuiness to score. And, you know, Bishop McGuiness has done so much damage in the first half. But I admire the fight and the grit of Southeast here in the 3rd quarter, and now we're in the 4th. If they had just had a little bit better start, I think things would be a little bit different. But they're going to hand the football off to the running back, who is tough to bring down.
Yeah, that's a short, compact running back, number 32, Braden Jones Stout. What a name for a stout young fella. Tough run up the gut for about 6 yards on the play.
Yeah, I didn't know Braden was such a strong name.
Well, I'm talking about Stout.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the last name, the one on the back of the jersey.
Yeah, it was a joke. It was a joke. Sometimes you just don't understand my humor, Dylan. You just don't get it. All right, here we go. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand off to Stout once again up the middle. It gets brought down after about a 2-3 yard gain there for Bishop McGuiness. And did he get the first down or is he short? Yeah, looks like he's short. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 for the Fighting Irish.
Got their backup QB in now, number 16, Will Herden, sophomore quarterback for the Irish.
They like the future of this young man. They feel confident if they ever have to, play this guy. Let's see here. Twin receivers on each side. Ball is snapped, hands off, got the first down and a little bit more, and he's trucking just past the 30. That'll be a new set of downs, number 45. That is Wade Swanson with the carry. Typically plays defense, but he will be a running back every now and then. He'll be a tight end, an H-back. They can use him in a variety of different ways. But Herndon overlooking the defense. Looks like Southeast is showing blitz, and they are. They're going to hand it off, but somehow found a crease. I can't believe that Braden Jones Stout found that crease. There was really only one way to roll, and he found it.
Yep, he said, I am going forward, I'm going to fall forward, and I'm going to run through as many defenders as possible.
Yeah, I thought they were going to stifle him in the backfield, but he found the one gap that was unoccupied.
Yeah, and he's a strong guy. He's got some big old legs, been in that squat rack.
All right, shotgun formation. 3 receivers split, 1 H-back, hands off to the big fella Stout up the middle. He's going to be brought down after about a 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 6, possibly even 5. Let's see exactly where they mark the football here. But Bishop McGuiness has been diligent at the line of scrimmage. That's really what set them apart.
Yep.
I mean, when you can have that kind of push at the line of scrimmage, it makes life so much easier for your skill position players.
Well, they've been dominant on the line of scrimmage as far as their O-line and as well as their D-line.
Right,
really good play.
And I just feel for Southeast because their defense has been on the field. Now they're going to try and middle screen, and he's going to be brought down short of the marker. But, boy, Damon Davis was coming off the edge that time looking for a quarterback to eat.
Yeah,
and Herndon saw him and got rid of the football quick once he saw.
He said, I don't want no part of Damon
right
Davis. Let me get this pigskin out of my hands. 3rd and about 5 or 6 to go for the Irish here. Almost to midfield.
7 minutes left in the 4th quarter. It's been all business, or Bishop McGuiness. They've been about their business. They're going to hand off the football to 28, makes a burst up the field. I think he's going to be a yard short or half a yard short of the first down marker.
Depends on the spot he gets. He might be about a yard short. It's close.
That's
so
what they're going to do.
Wouldn't be surprised if they go for it here. And look who's back in the game. Number 32, Stout. I have a feeling he's going to be getting the football here.
Right, and I would encourage Southeast to really stack the box and try to
fill the gaps with those linebackers. You know what's coming.
Absolutely. Here we go. Ball is snapped, hands off to Stout, and he's tackled short. I think he's short.
He is short indeed.
They're going to get it. Strong defensive play by the Southeast Spartan defense, and now here comes the offense. Defense did their job, held strong. Now it's up to the Spartans to put some more points on the board here.
Much needed stop right there for Southeast. I love that they're still showing the fight and the grit that they have in their DNA. They never give up. It don't matter what the score is, don't matter what time is left in the game. They're going to give everything they got and leave it all out on the football field.
All right, here we go. Williams in at quarterback. He's been in this whole entire second half. Led them to a touchdown last possession. Let's see if he can do it again. Speed option left, and he's going to throw complete to McDonald. That's a horse collar.
Yeah,
and they're going to
there's
call
going to
a
be a flag. It's on number 1, Bryson Rudd. You can't tackle him around his neck and bring him down by his shoulder pads from the back. So clear and obvious penalty right there by the Irish defender. That should make it a free first down and 10 for the Southeast offense. And they're going to march the ball on down the field. Now
right.
they are in Irish territory.
That's exactly right. They'll take full advantage. No problems with that.
No problem whatsoever, my friend.
All right, here we go. Luciano Williams in the pistol formation. Twin receivers on each side, one running back in the backfield. Flores is going to move right. Williams looking to throw and does off the fingertips of Montre McGlugrich. Just a little bit too far inside. McGlugrich ran the comeback route.
Yeah, Luciano knows it. He patted himself on the chest, said, that's on me. It was a bad ball. Tried to lead him a little too far to that sideline. McGlugrich, who is a great receiver, couldn't come up with the catch. So incomplete pass, and it is 2nd and 10 for this Spartans offense.
All right, here we go. Trip receivers to the right, one to the left, trying to get McGlugrich in a one-on-one situation. Let's see if they get him the football. Waiting on the snap. Gets it. Williams drops back. He's well protected. Fakes the throw. Rolls right. Throws almost intercepted. Did not make a good throw on that play. He didn't lead his receiver well enough on the far left side.
Yeah, if he leads him like he should have, then with Woods' speed, he's probably walking into the end zone on that play. He had the safety and the corner beat, but just the ball was thrown behind him. So now it's 3rd and 10.
All right, Carlton Evans is coming into the game, and he's going to be lined up at wide receiver. And if you can get him the football on the far right side in space, he can do some damage here. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this football game. Here's the snap. Williams drops back, steps up. He's going to run. Now shakes one defender and go down, and he's well short of the first down marker, but it's positive yards, and it's going to be a much more manageable 4th down had he thrown in at an incompletion. So they're going for it, rightfully so. 4th down at 6. They need a conversion here for the Southeast Spartans. Ball is snapped. Bad snap picked up. Flores is going to run it himself. Makes one man miss, but can't make another. And it was number 32 for Bishop McGuiness to make the tackle. That will be turnover on downs, unfortunately. And that's been the theme is just continuity, momentum, rhythm. That's something that Southeast has just been lacking today. And, I think at the end of the day, it's just Bishop McGuiness is a good team. They're well executing their game plan.
Disciplined team.
And
well-coached team.
Yeah, it's
undefeated for a reason,
right,
you know?
Right.
Numbers don't lie. So it'll be Bishop McGuiness football late in this 4th quarter.
All right, let's see if the Southeast defense can hold strong or force a turnover. I think that's something you'd really like to see. We've seen them stand strong on turnover on downs, but it's like an interception, a fumble of some kind. Josiah Hardy gets in on the tackle on that play, and that's Stout with the running back, or with the run up the middle. Minute 55 left in this game. I need to ask you very soon who is going to be the player of the game, Dylan. Sponsored by Just Burgers, one of my favorite burger spots in Oklahoma City, that's for sure. Right there on 23rd and Midwest Boulevard. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off to 28 on the far left side, trying to get some space, and does. He's close to the first down marker. I think he's a little bit short. We'll see if they give it to him. I think they're going to mark it 2nd and 1. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, yeah, they're going to mark him for an 8-yard gain. All right, here we go. Some late substitutions here, trying to get everybody situated on the field. A minute left. Here's Herndon that gets the snap, and he's going to give it in the backfield, and he's going to be swallowed up. The Southeast Spartans got into the backfield and disrupted the play, and that's a tackle for a loss, and it'll bring up 4th down and 2 for the Bishop McGuiness Fighting Irish. They're going to have to run a play. The play clock has started. So 4th down and 6 here for Bishop McGuiness. Let's see how they respond. Twin receivers on each side. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off to 45 on the left side. Bounces out, and there is a flag on the play. He does have enough for the first down, but I don't know who committed the penalty. So we'll find out, but I think this game is going to get underway. Well, we're running out of clock, and that's the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. The Bishop McGuiness Fighting Irish have beaten Southeast 45-7 here on this Thursday afternoon. Dylan, who is our Just Burgers player of the game? Do you want a smash burger done right? Try Just Burgers deliciousness jumping right in your mouth, 7821 Northeast 23rd Street. Right there on Northeast 23rd and Midwest Boulevard. Absolutely delicious. Right here in Oklahoma City, they're our sponsor for our player of the game. Who is it?
It's number 5 for Bishop McGuiness, Gage Chance. The quarterback, he can do it all. He can run, he can throw, and he threw for 2 touchdown passes on the day. It's him for the Irish, Gage Chance. He's our player of the game.
Well, we do appreciate everybody that's tuned into PPBC TV. We will let you know when our next broadcast will be, but the Fighting Irish of Bishop McGuiness win the game tonight, but we couldn't shine a spotlight on what these young athletes are doing without the help of our sponsors, Cricket Wireless, SSM Health, Oklahoma City Community College. We really do thank you for supporting Oklahoma City Public School athletics. Also, Just Burgers, Prep Zone. If you haven't tuned in to Prep Zone on Friday nights with Dee Wright and Coach Luke Orvis, they go over all of the high school football scores from around the state, and it's really an educational and entertaining show. I mean, I learn about what goes on around the state regarding some of the big games. And then, of course, State Farm agent Chuck Davis, we really do appreciate your support. Super Prep, shout out to Miles Perry, and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. Now, if you want to continue to tune in to some high school football, we've seen a lot of games shifted to today. There was a lot scheduled for tomorrow on Friday, but we've got some bad weather coming in. So a lot of the school districts have reshuffled the schedule. We're going to be live tonight at 7 o'clock for the PC West Capitol Hill football game. You can listen to that game in its entirety on OKC Sports Radio 105.3. So we'll get that underway tonight. So tune in if you can. And we'd definitely appreciate the support. But the athletes